Hello and welcome to our first project in which we will be talking about plants biodiversity. The outline for this video would consist of the characteristic of the plant, the benefits of the plant, the cause of the plant is being endangered, the long-term consequences that affect the biodiversity, and how to protect this plant. So, first of all, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity is referred to as the broad variety of plants, animals, microbes, along the genes that they carry, and the ecosystems that are produced. Biodiversity plays an important role in human life in which it gives benefits, such as the production materials, in order to provide industrial raw material, food supply, medicinal purposes, and others. However, in Indonesia, the biodiversity is highly alarming as it is heavily disrupted by habitat fragmentation and degradation, forest and land fires, pollution, overexploitation, and climate change, and others. Let's talk about the tropical pitcher plant, or also known as kantong semar in Indonesia. The tropical pitcher plant is a carnivorous plant. The leaf apex shaped like a jug that contains digestive enzymes that will attract traps, and the plant itself will consume animals for nutrition purposes. The tropical pitcher plant is mostly used for medicinal purposes, especially in digestive disorder and diabetes. Moreover, the plant is mainly distributed in Southeast Asia, Seychelles, Madagascar, and Australia. The International Union for Conservation on Nature, or also known as IUCN, stated that from the 122 species of tropical pitcher plants, it is estimated around 8.1% are endangered and 11.4% are threatened. There are some causes that result in the tropical pitcher plant being endangered, such as forest fires, logging and conversion of forest land or shrubs into residential areas, cultivation, plantation, and forest degradation. Why does this happen? The exploitation of tropical pitcher plant is done for economical purposes only. Therefore, in order to protect the tropical pitcher plant, the enactment of Law No. 5 in 1994 for the ratification of the United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity and Government Regulation No. 7, 1999 concerning protected plant and animal types is issued.
Now, we're going to discuss about rattan or Calamus rattan. Rattan is a plant that propagates, has a slender trunk, segmented, not hollow, and has thorns. This plant can be found in the provinces of Kalimantan, Sumatra, Java, Sulawesi, and Papua. This plant has been considered as an endangered species due to the export expedition of the wood, rattan furniture industry, and land conversion. These changes can affect Indonesia economically. Therefore, the government protects this plant by issuing the Decree of the Minister of Trade number 274/KP/X/1986 concerning the ban on the export of rattan raw materials, the national rattan processing industry. Moving on to the Meranti or Shorea tree. It has a tall, evergreen tree with reddish-brown hardwood. It is used for construction, furniture, veneer, and camphor, all of which are high-priced commodities. This plant can be found on Southeast Asia and Southern Asia. It is considered as endangered due to overexploitation, hard to grow as a flower, are high and not many pollinators, and considered into the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. The long-term consequences are the entire cascade of extinctions of other organisms that depend on plants, herbivore animals will extinct, insect extinction, increase in air pollution, and lastly, the decrease in oxygen supply.
Nowadays, the lands have been continuously converted into buildings, farms, and other human-related activities, resulting habitat modification, conversion, and fragmentation that reduce the species in biodiversity. As human activities require energy, we constantly use natural resources such as oils, coals, and woods to fulfill our essential needs that utilize energy. However, the process to obtain energy will affect the health of the ecosystem and create an impact on the living things that live in the ecosystem. Aside from taking those resources, human activities also pollute the environment through various activities, such as the factories and cars that pollute the atmosphere and affect the nutrient accumulation, and domestic waste that often pollute the water that disrupt the nutrient in the soil. A natural disaster can affect biodiversity. Therefore, the natural disasters that can endanger plants are climate change, which can cause forest fires or wildfires, and drought. Moreover, earthquakes can cause landslide in the mountainous area. Therefore, how do we protect these endangered plants? First, we can learn about endangered plants by visiting botanical gardens, wildlife refuges, and cagar alam. Other than that, it is highly prohibited to harvest endangered plants, especially in the conserved area. Planting invasive plants can result in the biological pollution that leads to reduction of plant species diversity. And also, we can minimize the use of herbicides and pesticides that could be poisonous to the living organisms surrounding it. Thank you for listening to us. See you in the next project.